Welcome back, Investor Forever here, and this is week 2 of me building a portfolio that will pay my monthly expenses by investing in both growth and dividend-paying stocks and ETFs. Now, in the last video, we went over the problem with the traditional 9-to-5 path and the strategy that I'm implementing and the mechanics and the timeline that I intend to fully employ this investment plan. Now, this week, I actually closed my previous checking account and ordered my Fidelity debit card, and I kind of put the cart before the horse here, because I was so ready to switch over to this account that I closed my bank account before my debit card even arrived. So don't do what I did. But in this account, I pay no monthly fees and have no account minimums. I earn over 3% on my money and have unlimited ATM fee reimbursements if I ever need cash. So yeah, I was a bit eager to leave. And I also ordered checks this week, which may come in handy. Don't know who still uses personal checks, but I'll have them. And this account also has enhanced FDIC insurance. So pretty much all other bank accounts have up to $250,000 in coverage. Fidelity's cash management account spreads all the money that I have invested in my account across multiple banks, thus providing me up to $4 million in FDIC insured coverage for my deposits. Now, while that may be a bit much for me now, it is definitely a good cushion and it's very accommodating for my future as I plan to scale this account as far as good Lord will allow. Now that account is set up, I want to show you exactly what I did this week because this episode has a few things happening at once. So I'm going to show you or walk you through a live transfer, place a real stock order on camera. I'm going to be honest with you, of course, about a mistake that I made this week that actually turned into a lesson that's worth sharing. So let's dive in. So first, here's an update because this channel isn't just a highlight reel, it's the journey. I want to make this as real as possible. So last week, I mentioned that I was training with a disposition sales team, and Monday of this week was the last day of the training. The owner never showed up. We never did the training. So the owner sent a message to the group chat saying like the company wasn't moving forward with the virtual team. Only they were going to be working with local reps in the DMV area. So in case he sees this, no shade to my boy, respect to you. We've known each other for about a year now, and I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to work alongside him. Now, I just wanted to tell you how I actually processed that. That's the whole point behind this, because this is where most people would have folded. So there's a philosopher named Earl Nightingale. And if you haven't heard of him, look him up. It'll change your life. So one of the greatest thinkers on personal success who's ever lived. And he talked about something called the definite chief aim. The idea is that most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they confuse the vehicle with the destination. Now, my goal was never to become a disposition rep. My goal was and still is to create income and continue building my real estate career. That company was one vehicle. So the vehicle changed, but the destination didn't. So here's the adjustment. I'm going back to direct acquisition, pre-foreclosures, expired listings, tax deed redemption properties, all that. Those are my kind of like my main focuses. So typically I find a deal, I solve the seller's problem, and I bring it to my buyers. Simple. When you control the acquisition side, you control your income. Nobody can send you a group chat message and take that away. So I gave myself a 30-day goal by July 30th. One deal closed, $5,000 earned minimum. I wrote it on a card. I read it every morning. I'm about to write it on my mirror when I go brush my teeth. That's the Nightingale method, and I'm living it in real time. I guess through this channel too. So y'all getting like a double dose of what is vlogging. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I don't even know what I'm doing, but so what I kept basically from the company's training was the phone skills, the schedule, the daily habits. Like those are mine now. No one can take what you learned. And the only thing that changed is where I'm pointed. And really not really, because I'm pointed in the same direction. So it didn't really change anything. It just more so gave me a clearer focus. Like, okay, now that you've set this schedule up and you got all this going, use it for your advantage instead of, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Now, here's the mistake that I mentioned. And I kind of prefaced this in the beginning. And I'm telling you this specifically so you don't do the same thing I did. In case my little brother is actually watching this. I hope you're watching this because I just saw you yesterday and I told you to watch this. So go ahead and watch these videos. Now you got two. So I was so ready to commit to this system. I was just so locked in on making Fidelity my financial home that I closed my old bank account before the debit card arrived. So let me show you if I remember how to get there. see. Should it say something about a debit card? Yeah. So as you can see right here, the card is ordered. It's in the mail, but it's not here yet. It might even be here today. So for a few days this week, I had a brokerage account, cash management account earning over 3%, and no physical way to tap it at a register. I had to manage off of what I had until the card gets here. But the good thing about this is I don't plan on necessarily using this for everyday expenses. I mostly use my Walmart Spark income for that. So this I'm gonna be paying my bills out of, and then my Spark income goes towards everyday stuff, gas, groceries, because I get cash back. I use Upside. I'm gonna drop some links in the description below too, just so that way y'all can kind of benefit off of the same thing I am. Because gas high, groceries high. It's a lot going on in the world. So yeah, click the link in the description if y'all wanted to sign up for Walmart Spark, if y'all need some extra income, or if y'all want to save money on gas, groceries. I also got an Upside link. I'm gonna drop that in the description too. But this lesson isn't that Fidelity isn't the right move. The lesson is order the card first, wait for it to arrive, activate it, then close your old account. Do it in that order. It makes more sense and make you seem like a logical human being, unlike myself. But even with that, I don't regret the decision because closing the account made this real. Like, I'm fully committed to this. It just made this the plan, not just a plan, like the plan. So sometimes you need to burn the boat to fully commit to the shore that you're swimming towards. And that's a gem for y'all. So let me show you what I do have set up and why this account is genuinely different from a traditional bank account. So as I stated before, this account has no monthly fees, has no account minimums. My idle cash earns over 3% automatically in SPACs, which is a Fidelity Government Money Market Fund, just sitting here waiting to be deployed. Now, your bank is probably paying you somewhere between zero and a rounding error on that same money, and FDIC coverage, which most bank accounts cover up to $250,000. Fidelity spreads your deposits across a network of partner banks, giving you up to $4 million in FDIC insured coverage. Now, that's not something that I need today, but I'm definitely building towards a future where that matters. And I want an account that grows with me. I also ordered checks this week, which again, I have no idea who still uses personal checks in 2026. But when the moment calls for it, I'll be ready. And once the debit card arrives, unlimited ATM fee reimbursements from anywhere in the world. And that's another thing too. Yeah, do y'all research. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the full banking replacement right there, though. So, all right. So this is the part that I've been looking forward to showing y'all. So I do what's called broker price opinions, or BPOs, as part of my real estate work. Essentially, I get paid to evaluate properties for banks and lenders. Now, it's not glamorous income, but it is consistent. Kinda. I mean, they send me work every now and then, but it's real. And what I do is mostly just photos, so it's not even the full BPO. But hey, it's money that I can invest, so it's worth it, in my opinion. Pun intended. Right now, I got about $450 sitting in PayPal from BPO work this week, and 10% of everything goes into the portfolio. That's the rule I'm running. So full investing comes later as the system matures, but building the habit of paying the portfolio first, even at 10%, is what gets you there. So $450 means $45 goes into the market, the rest covers life. So I'm going to be rounding up to that $50 and also invest another 50 from my Spark income, because I made money over there as well this week. And that really helps fill in the gaps and keeps the bills paid for when my real estate income is slow. So let's go ahead and do that now, live for y'all. Gonna transfer some money on. And I don't want to pay a fee. And you see, I already got my Fidelity account linked. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and transfer that there.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
See, this is what happens when you do stuff live. You come across problems. So what happened? Because the money's there. Then we need to try it again. All right, so for whatever reason, that's not working. But once it does get to moving, it'll settle, it'll be ready, which will bring me to what I'm doing with it. Now, here's something that I want to show you because most beginners don't even know this exists. So what I'm about to do is place a schedule order set to execute on Monday when the market opens. And why Monday, you may be asking? Because the markets are closed on the weekends. And I want this money working the moment the week starts. So I'm not letting it just sit idle over the weekend if I can help it. So I'm gonna be adding to my Jeppy position here. We're just gonna go ahead and click Jeppy. And I don't know why I got two XPays. I'm gonna figure that out later. But we're gonna go ahead and do this right here. We're going to buy, and then instead of shares, I'm gonna click dollars. And we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna do 50 because I said I'm gonna do 50 from Spark and then 50 from my PayPal. So I'm gonna do $50 and then order type. We're gonna go market so that way as soon as the market opens, it go ahead and executes. And then as a reminder, JEPI, which is JP Morgan Equity Premium Income, pays around 8 to 9% annual yield, and they pay monthly. So every share that I accumulate gets drip going. That means that the dividends are automatically reinvested into more shares. So set it, forget it, compounding. So instead of, oh, that's another thing I got to tell y'all about the margin. We got margin now. Okay, so I'm gonna buy this with cash though.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I gotta set, yeah, because market is not open. So limit, no.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I told y'all I'm just figuring this out with y'all. Shoot. All right, so that's how you buy stocks though. So the order will be queued if you go ahead and hit order right there, and then Monday morning it will go ahead and fill, and those orders will start earning. I'm gonna just go ahead and buy it Monday, but that's how it works. So every dollar that I make from BPOs, from Spark, or any other income source, a percentage goes into this machine, and the machine grows a little bit more every week. So I want to be clear about something before I close this out. I'm not fully invested yet. It's obvious. So the goal or the end game is to eventually invest everything and live off of the margin and the dividend income that this portfolio generates. But I'm not there yet, and I'm not going to pretend that I am. But I'm at a good place. So right now I'm at 10%. 10% of every dollar goes into this account, whether that dollar comes from Spark, BPOs, real estate, somebody owed me some money, whatever it might be, 10% gets invested. The other 90 funds my life while I build. Now, this account is also growing at 3% as well through SPACs from most of the money that you see here that's just sitting here. So as the portfolio grows and the dividend income grows, that percentage is going to shift. And then that's the journey. And that's what I'm documenting right here. So the debit card should be here next week, might be in my mailbox today. I don't know. But when it arrives, I'm going to show you exactly how the daily spending mechanics work and how the account replaces a traditional bank account in real time. So that's going to be episode 3. So subscribe if you haven't. I read every comment. So drop yours below and tell me what income source you'd use to start your 10%. And I'll see you next Friday. Investor Forever. Let's build.